Stitching Scotty, and here's Striker once again to say hello to everyone. This is a video about counted cross stitch, and we have a little bit to share. I didn't get a lot of stitching done this week, but never fear, I have a lot of exciting things going on. This is my shop tour and my wrapping up April episode, and also we've got 2 free patterns. And I've got some plans and I'm going to another retreat. So let's get started. All right. The first thing that I would like to do is welcome everyone and thank you all for subscribing. I thank you all for coming back. It's just amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, my first work in progress was on my Whip Go board, and this is done by Jessie Marie Does Stuff, for those of you that don't know about a Whip Go board. And you just write a different project here, and she calls 2 numbers every month, and I, stitch what I set as a goal on the project I set for that number. And this month, I had said 5 days on both projects. So, Christmas Morning is what I'm doing by Sue Hillis. I'm doing the Santa Claus box. Right now I'm working on the side with the deer and the trees. There's a lot of confetti stitching on the trees. This is on 28 count vintage country mocha, and I'm using DMC floss that's called for, and it's 2 strands over 2. And this is what I got done. It's not very much in 5 days, but I did this, did a little bit of ripping out, and then I did this on the bottom, and then did the trees. And that's all I got done in 5 days. I just have not had a lot of stitching time. Not anyway where I work on this. This was not something to take to a retreat. But I think it's beautiful, and I can't wait to get it done. But it's going to be a while. I just have too much to work on. And I've just been really busy lately. If I've not been going, I've been working and teaching piano. We had piano festival, and that went well. I was very proud of all my students. So that was good. But anyway, that is Sue Hillis, Christmas Morning. So I met my goal on that one. Then Stitches Be Sweet by Jeannette Douglas was my other piece. And I thought this was just beautiful. I got this at the Hobby House retreat last year. And it's on old stationery, Seraphim Fabrics. And it's by Laurie. And I love the fabric, and I didn't get much done on this because even though it's green, you're like, oh, that's just green. She could stitch that up real quick. It's 2 greens. And they're using Sol d'Alger, Dinky Dyes, Classic Colorworks Belle Soie, Gloriana Threads, the silk floss, and also Needlepoint Incorporated Silk. So I get to use all these. And for my 5 days, I finished stitching this side, and I stitched all the way across the top, and then these 2 borders, the corners here, and that's all I have stitched. I had part of this side done, maybe all of it. Yeah, I had all of it. I just got the top and this because I didn't have a lot of time to work on it. But I'm using 1 strand of floss over 2 threads, and it's 36 count. But it's beautiful. And I can't wait to get this one done because it is just going to be just gorgeous. I love Jeannette Douglas's stuff. I don't know why I don't do more of her things, but I'm gonna. But those were my Whip Go projects, and I met my Whip Go goals. 5 days on each. Not a lot going on, but I didn't specify a number of stitches. I, didn't say, okay, we've got to do 500 stitches today. If I had done that, that would have been a massive fail. And for me, a day is whatever I have time. If I have time for 10 minutes, that's a day. And some people would argue with me, but, I teach piano and I work, so I don't really have a lot of time sometimes when other things are going on. But I enjoy what I do, so I just keep on doing it. Okay, the next thing, I also stitched on honeybees and Stitching Please just because this was easy to take. It was very portable. Very, very portable. This pattern is by Primrose Cottage Stitches. And I think it's so cute, but I've not got a lot done on it either. In fact, the one time I got to work on it, it's kind of embarrassing. Almost didn't show it, but I thought, well, it's on 25 count. I'm doing 2 over 2 with DMC floss. And I got a few of the little flowers done and a heart, and that's about it. And the flowers look like buttons. So, yeah. This may be done about the next decade, the way it's going. But it's beautiful. But it's stitching. I started sort of kind of in the lower middle. So hopefully I can get around to it and get this one going. And have more time to stitch. It's very frustrating when you sit down and it's like you don't have time to stitch. So hopefully I'll get some done. All right, then I stitched on, I've been working on the Lord's Prayer that I'm working on for my daughter. This is by Stoney Creek. And this is going to be her graduation gift for her master's degree. And this one is on, maybe up in the attic, Winter Brew. I'm not really sure. But anyway, it's a beautiful linen. I'm going to have to figure out what it's on. And I'm doing it on 32 count. And I'm using 2 strands of floss over 2. And I changed out the DMC Espresso for Swamp Water for the words. And this is all I've got done. I just brought more of the border down. And that's all I've gotten done this week. And it's not even hardly enough to tell. But I really, really like this. It's just a beautiful piece. And I think she's really going to like it. And I know somebody said they've already bought one. And I got this, you know, like at Stoney Creek. Well, no, I got this at Panda's. But Stoney Creek has them. And, but Panda's Cross Stitch and Beading is my local needlework store. Which I'm sure y'all know by now. They're like, good grief, how many times you going to say that? But I do love my local needlework shop, and I do want to support it because I don't want it to go away, because that's the closest one. That's where we have the stitch ends and all the things. So anyway, that's 2 Whip Go finishes, so that's good. So not finishes, but 2 Whip Go goals met. Then I said last week that I couldn't find a piece that I had finished, and it was from the Blue Flower. It was the owl locket. And I also couldn't find the cute little patterns, which I can't show you, but I will get this one out to where I can tell you at least. They gave us a sunflower, a groundhog, an iris, a mountain plover, and the burrowing owl. And I'll show you just a little bit of the owl, okay? So I got my little owl done. And this is what I got finished. And he's supposed to go in a locket. And I was going to put him in the locket. I can't find the locket now. So when I find the locket, this is going to be a FFO. Oh, goodness. But anyway, it's very cute. I really, really enjoyed working on this. And I think this is on 36 count. It may be 40, but I think it's 36. And I'm using, well, no, it's 40. No, I don't know. It's either 36 or 40, but I'm using 1 strand over 2. So I'm going to put this down, and I'm going to put it in a space where I can see it, not in a safe place. I'm going to put it in a spot where I can see it. And that way, when the locket turns up, I can finish this, fully finish it. So that'll be good. All right, so that's my one finish this week. Really. It was really from last week, but oh well. And at the end of the video, we're going to have a shop tour of CC and Company. She's got a lot of beautiful patterns, a lot of beautiful pictures that's framed and hanging on the wall. So we went to Stitch Club Friday night, this past Friday, at Panda's Cross Stitch and Beading. And there were several people that had some beautiful, beautiful works there of their stitching, their cross stitching. And so I'm going to insert that picture here. Hey, wasn't that beautiful stitching? Okay, our first free pattern is Life is Better by Romy's Creations. And it says life is better when you're holding my hand. And it's 2 little flower pots with flowers. And it's a PDF in her Facebook group. And I will put the link below. And this is, I'm going to give you a quick peek. There you go. And it's a really cute pattern. So I think you'll really enjoy that. The next free pattern is from the Cricket collection. I was looking for a different pattern that somebody had showed me, but I didn't find it, but I found this one instead. And this was a little early for the time of season because it's an autumn pattern, but I thought there's a lot of stitching on it, so what better way to get started than to start now. All right, and of course it is Mania, so you might want to stitch everything. But this is Autumn Acorn 2022, and this is it right here. And it's beautiful. It's got all kinds of different DMC and anchor threads, and I will link that below also. That is our other free pattern. So thank you so much for watching, and I do apologize for not having a free pattern of the month or the week last week. So that's why I gave you 2. Now, we're going to talk about plans, and we're going to talk about Whip Go. This month is May, and Jessie Marie does stuff called out number 5, which is Tiny Town Finish for me. So here's the Tiny Town pattern that I have started. It's Any Town, Tiny Town. I thought that was just so cute. And then this is what I've got done on it. I've got part of the bookstore and the ice cream stand and the top of a tree. So I need a finish. And this is on 28 count Lugana. And I'm not sure what color it is. No, I lied. It's on 30 count. Shoot. 32 count. Goodness gracious, can't talk. So this is where I'm starting, and hopefully I'll have a finish. So I've got 4 houses and a couple of trees to do. So that'll be pretty. And it's in my little honeybee bag that my friend gave me at StitchCon last year. Wasn't that nice? Because at the time last year I had no project bags. Okay. Now, the next thing she called was number 19. And I can't believe I actually I was going to stitch on it this long. We'll see if that works. But this is a big project, and I've not had much luck getting much done. And I've seen people finish theirs, and I'm like, oh, I need to finish this. This is Little House Needleworks Kringles. And the first time I saw this pattern, I'm like, oh my goodness, I have got to stitch this. So what I did, and I didn't iron these. This is on the 30 count Portobello, and I think, anyway, no, it's on something by Access Commodities, but I'm not sure what. But what really did me in was I started with the roof, and now I've got 1 room done. So hopefully I can stitch 10 days, and we'll see what I can get done. Hopefully I will have more time to stitch. I'm using all the call for floss, and it's 2/2, and it's on 30 count. And some of the floss is Classic Colorworks, and some of the floss is DMC. And then there's a gold something I'm using. So, yeah. So hopefully I'll stitch 10 days on this. And I don't think it'll be a finish, but who knows? You never can tell. Miracles can happen. So I'm excited to get started on that one because I've seen everybody else's done. So maybe I'll get some done. Nowhere near a bingo or anything, but that's okay. Now, my other plans are I'm going to stitch some more on the Lord's Prayer because we got to get that done. She gets her diploma on May the 12th. Yeah, it won't be done by May the 12th. The Lord's Prayer won't. Trust me. And I want to do some more FFOing or fully finishing of things like my little locket that I can't find. And my pen book that I've been sewing on. Okay, I also this weekend am going to the Queen City Sampler Guild in Cincinnati, Ohio, and we're going to have classes with Nicola Parkman, and I'm very, very excited. I've met Nicola before. I saw her at the attic twice, and she's just a delight. She really is, and she's very, very well learned in the art of needlework. So I really have been excited to be in one of her classes. So it's like a dream come true. So that's good. This was, I guess, my birthday present to myself, because day before yesterday was my birthday. So happy birthday to me. I didn't have a new start because guess what? I haven't done the one I started 2 years ago either. So I need to work on that too. All right, so now we'll talk about some of the things that we've done. I had 7 new starts this month because of retreats, and I'll blame it on the retreat, but I really love starting everything. I had 3 finishes. I had 3 FFOs, or fully finished objects. I had 4 days I did not pick up a needle. When you're driving in the car, it's very hard to pick a needle up. Or if you're flying in the airplane and you're sleeping, it's hard to pick up a needle. I went to 3 retreats. I went to the 2 Tall Stitches retreat. I went to the Stitch West in Utah. I went to Quilter Station Cross Stitch Extravaganza in Lee Summit, Missouri. I went to 1 Stitch In at my local needlework shop. And I finished 3 project bags. And I worked on Stitches Be Sweet and Christmas Morning, and I met my WIPGO goals. I did the hashtag FFO Challenge 2024 this month. Those were the stitch along. That was the stitch along that I worked on. That was just it. And with Jen from Jen Quilter and Penny's daughter Shares, Michelle. I really enjoy them. And I wonder what's happened to Michelle. I haven't seen a video lately. I miss you. So hopefully you'll make another video soon. I'm sure you have things to do. But I would have had more fully finished objects, but I've been sewing on a pin keep that I've been working on because it takes hand sewing to finish it. So hopefully you'll see that soon. I need to make some cording. Cording is not fun for me. But anyway, those are the things I'm going to do. And this video will count as this week's video. And I will see you all again next weekend, which will be around May 11th, 10th or 11th. That's Mother's Day weekend. So, yeah. And thank you for everybody that watches. Thank you for subscribing and liking. And I have photos from the retreat. Well, no, I did those already. I have a shop tour of CC & Company, so stay tuned because it's a great little shop, and she used to have Scotties. So, and that's why the designer is called Rosie and Me, because her little Scottie was Rosie. And she's just very sweet. Her staff was very sweet, and they had some beautiful, beautiful items. So enjoy, and I will see you next week. Happy stitching. Bye.